Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire is an interesting movie where we get to see students partake in the Triwizard Tournament. But even though the movie may look amazing, there are quite a lot of mistakes that occurred during the filming process, and so in today's video we are going to go over 7 of these mistakes. Make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and make sure to let us know you subscribed because you may get a shout out at the end of the month.
Well, I expect yours are more traditional.
Traditional? They're ancient.
Number 1. In the last stage of the Triwizard Tournament, when Harry and Cedric are transported to the cemetery by touching the Triwizard Cup, the cup lands on the grassy slope, well beyond the Riddle Monument, with its luminescent side facing away from the cauldron area. But just 3 shots after Voldemort says, "He's mine," the cup is seen on the corner of the Riddle Monument stone base and is facing the opposite way as well. But in the following shots after, the cup is back on the grassy slope once more.
We can linger for a moment to give you some time, but only a moment, do you understand?
Number 2. Before the Triwizard Tournament, Dumbledore introduces the other schools that will be partaking, but before he is about to introduce them, Filch comes through the Great Hall. He runs past Ron twice though on his way in. The first time Ron is sitting up and his head turns as Filch runs past, and as we see Filch continue to run, he runs past Ron again, who this time is laying his head on his arms on the table and then sits up as Filch runs past. Number 3. After the Yule Ball, when Neville walks into the dormitory, his shoes hang around his neck by their laces. When he says, "You alright, Harry?" we see a close-up of his black collar and it lies flat and the shoelaces hang around his white shirt and the heels touch. In the second shot, his black collar is flipped up around his neck and the shoelaces hang around the black collar and the heels of the shoes are about 4 inches apart. Number 4. After Wormtail performs the Avada Kedavra curse and then raises the Bone of the Father, he places Voldemort's wand inside the left side of his coat. When Voldemort says, "My wand, Wormtail," Wormtail retrieves the wand from the right side of his coat, even though in the previous shot we can clearly see him place it in the left side. Number 5. While in class, when Mad-Eye Moody writes his name, unforgivable curses, etc. on the chalkboard at the front of the classroom, the handwriting in which it's written differs in the following shots. Number 6. In the May segment of the Triwizard Tournament, when Cedric says, "For a moment there, I thought you were gonna let it get me," the tear on his shirt at the right shoulder is directly on the seam and it looks to be quite frayed. At the cemetery, when Harry says, "Cedric, we have to get back to the cup now," the tear is no longer on the seam and it looks smooth and has blackened edges. When Amos approaches his son's body, the tear yet again differs. The dirt on Cedric's shirt also changes throughout the different shots.
For a moment there, I thought you were going to let it get me.
Number 7. After Draco is changed back into his former self from a ferret, Mad-Eye Moody sticks his staff into the ground before he chases Draco around the tree. Initially, we see his staff leaning at about a 45-degree angle, and then when Draco comes around the tree and leaves the courtyard, the staff is somehow standing up straight at a 90-degree angle.
Never use transfiguration as a punishment. Surely Dumbledore told you that.
Well, there we have it. 7 movie mistakes in the Goblet of Fire. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.